Istanbul, a city where old meets new, where every corner tells a story. Its streets echo with history, its light dances like poetry. It's the perfect canvas to explore what I've been chasing, the essence of film, the imperfections, the texture, the soul. And today, I want to show you how Dehancer lets me bring this feeling to life.
Hey everyone, I'm Nicholas. I create cinematic travel films and I share my process along the way. If you are into filmmaking, storytelling, and capturing the world in a cinematic way, you are in the right place. So, what exactly is Dehancer? It's a plugin for DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro, and Final Cut Pro that emulates the real film looks. But it's not just about color. It also adds things like grain, halation, bloom, even slight film movements to make your digital footage look more organic. Think of it like an all-in-one film lab inside your editing software. First of all, I want to be clear, this is not a sponsored video from Dehancer. They reach out to me and provide with the plugin software so I can use it, and they were very generous to give me, on top of my 1 month trial, 2 other months. Because of the project issues and dates, we had a small delay. So with that being said, I want to say a huge thank you to the Dehancer team, because they seem that they care truly about take this review and bring new users into the platform. And I want to say that I really appreciate this. A bit of a backstory. At that time that they reached me out, I was scheduling a trip to Istanbul. So I instantly connect this together, and I want to create something cinematic and film emulation. I thought would be a perfect fit for this. Before I use the Dehancer, I make few hours research about film emulation, about film looks, why you use them, where you use them, and definitely it takes some time to take this information, these details, and be able to apply them. Also, they provide me with a free try of their phone app. It's an application that you can instantly edit with a film look, videos and photos. It's very well thought in general, the application for the phone, but after using it for a few days, I was in trips, hiking, and then I want to share instant photos, and I was experimenting with the settings and everything. I found myself a bit difficult to edit the photos and every piece of content one by one. You didn't have the option like Lightroom to put in a library something and you can edit multiple photos or videos. And then something else that I noticed is also the export times for the photos was faster in general, like 1-2 minutes max. But for the videos, when I tried to edit some videos from my drone clips, it was a bit heavy. Like some exports maybe would take 5 to 10 minutes. So definitely, in my opinion, there is some room for improvement there in this section to make the application even more useful and maybe a bit more faster in the general process. So let's go to the editing and we'll talk a bit also. I make my research about the filters that I can use. I try many of them. So I ended up in the Kodak Vision 3 200D for the daylight shots and the drone. It's soft, giving this nostalgic effect. like a postcard or something. So we have the input. You can change the temperature, the first section of the input. You can change the settings, like you can make some adjustments to your initial clip before you apply any effects. After, you can go to the film and experiment with the film selections. For these clips I have, because it's mixed from iPhone ProRes, my FX30 and the DJI, I found that this is the best applying in all of them together. So I was experimenting a bit with a push and pull here that makes it more, in my opinion, is a contrast level. I wanted a bit of contrast, so let's go to, as you can see, my computer. I have the MacBook M3 Pro, and it takes some time to apply the changes. In my experience until now, it's delaying a bit the editing, but it's just a bit. I first finalize all the clips in my timeline, the timings I want, and now I'm going to the color grading process. So if you don't want to lose time, you can don't put the layers before, the adjustment layers. Put them after you have finishing with the order of the clips and the base of your video. So this will cause less delays, in my opinion. We will confirm the before and after, as you can see, with just the film look. I can show you the complete before and after, which is this and this. I like the soft warm touch, but not so harsh, not so contrasty. So let's go, this is too contrast. Okay, no, 200T, I don't like it. So I think we'll be somewhere there. Let's check the other clips if they are applying good. Okay, so next we will go to check the film developer before and after. As you can see, this is really small changes applying, but in general, if you change from the dial there, the boost, you can see a huge difference. So I just want it a bit subtle. Let's go back there. Okay, I'm not an expert in all these settings. There are plenty of settings to change here. So in the beginning, of course, there is a big learning curve, in my opinion. If you want to deep dive, you have to give the time and play with the settings around. Even if you read something about this, or as many YouTube videos you see, like mine also, if you don't play around with your own clips, understand the process, it takes time. But I enjoy it. Like, it's a time that I say I enjoy a lot. So here we have the film compression. As you can see, the highlights going higher if I remove the impact. Otherwise it goes, I think I will leave it somewhere here, white point. This is also the highlights going a bit higher, tonal range. To be honest, I have almost no idea, but I'm adjusting this purely just in my eye taste and my personal choice. So then we can see here what is the difference. My favorite one will, so in expand we don't have big changes, just the shadows a bit, so I will not speak about this. Then the print, which is linear, if you go there, it's more harsh, more, I don't know, I leave it on linear. A small tonal contrast I change here, just in the beginning a bit, and the color density a bit more aggressive, and you can see the changes of some colors in the frame. Then here you can change the colors on the shadows separately, midtones and highlights, which is very useful because it's impacting only this. And with this way I was a bit, I have the option to make the highlights a bit more warm, but keep the midtones and the other less. Like you can, okay. At the time I record this video now, my license just expired, so we will continue editing with this license, with this in the middle, and then I will speak with Dehancer just to publish the video, and yeah, hope they will give me 2 more days. It's been a busy month, what can I say? So let's see the impact of this one. Okay, then we go to the film grain. I experimented with this and I found that the 35mm ISO 50 was the best because I don't want a really harsh grain. After the softest one will be 65mm, but technically I don't even exactly know what, like how. This is really small as I check it, so
Istanbul.
yeah, it's almost not noticeable, so I went for the 16 to 50. Halation, which is a really nice, this is one of my favorites. Halation and bloom, which I use a lot, and I'm trying to also make this with my filters, like the diffusion filters I put in almost all my lenses, giving this small dreamy look and soft highlights. And it's great that you have it here, so if you don't have a filter you can create it after on the editing. I film damage, bloom, okay. Film breath. Now for some reason it disappeared. I don't know why. Okay. There is also gate wave, I don't know. This is the camera movement of the projector of the film, which is nice to have. And then there are also other settings here that I don't know and I don't want to tweak for now. You have also vignetting, monitor, for false colors, clipping indications, you can see here, which is all really helpful. So if you are someone that you are into color grading heavily, if you are like a film enthusiast, maybe this is too much for you. Maybe this is too much, I don't know. For me now this is fun to experiment with this. But if you have multiple projects, that's, I don't know, like. So let's go to finish this edit even with a logo, and I'll make some small changes in some clips like this. You have to go separate. Usually I cut the layer, the adjustment layer there, and then I will make the adjustments straight with the Final Cut. Or we can try with okay. Yeah, you can do it from here. You change the exposure, matching with the others, a bit more. So now we'll go almost one by one the clips to balance the color a bit. So wherever you want after, you can cut the adjustment layer and adjust the clip individually with small changes from the expand here, like the black point and the exposure compensation, to match your needs and taste. Yeah, I will try it here without using any of the Final Cut Pro color grading tools, just the Dehancer, to see how easy or comfortable it is to use them. But you have to have a strong computer. This is for sure. Like mine one now is warm, but it's working pretty fast and hard. I can also hear a bit the fan working now. Then we go to the next one. I want also some contrast here. This guy to pop up, because it was like a really nice figure with a cigarette, fishing. All the people there is crazy. So Hagia Sophia, which is a really special place there. Hope this transition will work, because it's not exactly matching. I try to match it, but yeah, the black. So for the low light, I was trying to use the 500T. I make some research also. Yeah, the 2Ds, but okay, so I have to just, now with the layers I can see if the other adjustment I make, if I like it with the other clips, I can use it straight. Again, just now I'm switching between the black point, like the expand category, black point, white point, and then the exposure compensation, which is, I think, the main changing settings that you can apply. Yeah, I'm trying my vector scope and my waveform to be around the middle, not too bright, because I want the subject to pop up more, but also not too dark. I don't like so contrasty looks. In general, with exposure compensation and the black points, you can make this small adjustment that you want to finalize your clips and balance them between also the film. I think, like, in my opinion, this one works well. I like the result, so I think I will keep it. I really can't say enough about the bloom and the halation, as you can see here on the highlights, like mirroring or something. I don't know how to say, but this is by far the bloom, and I think I said it again, but it's by far my favorite tool of Dehancer. Like, for me, this is just the reason to have it and be able to apply it when I want to my clips for this effect, this dreamy, soft look. But in my opinion, you have to take care not to overdo the vintage film look, too much grain, like this balance. You have to find your style, what you prefer, and matches with your content. It's also about the content sometimes. Not everything matches with a nostalgic film look. But I really like how it applies this, really nice. So these clips are the same day, the same time. This black point makes the subject pop up a bit more, in my opinion. That's why I like it a lot. But yeah, if you have your clips already pre-balanced, always due to my taste. Yeah, with the expand tool here you can make any changes pretty much. Like, bright shadows, like white points, black points. It managed it really well. I like it. I don't know if I would prefer to be instead of sliders like the Final Cut Pro here, like the correction with maybe this would be better with wheels. And we are almost to the end of the editing with the Taksim trams, the famous ones. Birds were everywhere every day. So this was my try on the Dehancer plugin. If you think I missed something, just comment below. If you have any tips about using Dehancer more in a faster way or other inside tips, please write in the comments below. If you want to support this channel, you will find down in the link my referral code. So thanks for your support in advance if you choose to use my link. And yeah, definitely I will do some more things with Dehancer. I have some future projects that I want to try, and the film look emulation would fit perfectly. And another video for Istanbul will be, I hope, soon to my channel about the experience of the city and a few good tips about places we visited. And yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next one. Bye.